We preempted Trump's appearance at the Libertarian National Convention by covering the humiliation that Vivek faced in his appearance and what some of the crowd members had to say about Trump. So if you watched that, you knew this was going to be pretty embarrassing for Trump as well. And, you know, it went just about as you could expect. The rubber chickens were there. If you know, you know. And Trump was booed at every single turn, just like in this clip where he begs for the Libertarian vote.
Now I think you should nominate me or at least vote for me, and we should win together.
Of course, libertarians are supposed to like freedom and stuff. I mean, really, they just want to pay no taxes, but they wouldn't vote for an authoritarian like Trump. And I thought this would be a good time for a little lesson, because last time I called Trump an authoritarian, MAGAs in my comments had to run to say, what has he done that's authoritarian? Name one thing. And, you know, I value feedback, so let's educate the snowflakes. They asked and I'll provide. It is defined as enforcement or advocacy of strict obedience to authority and also a lack of concern for the wishes or opinions of the people you're ruling, and it can materialize in a few ways, whether it be controlling the media, using the media to manipulate information, interfering with opposition's campaigns, democracies where certain racial or ethnic groups don't have the same rights, and electoral fraud. So let's tackle it point by point, right? Trump, while president, launched a full-scale attack on the media multiple times throughout each year of his presidency, issuing gag orders multiple times to companies that would displease him, as well as coining the term alternative facts to just take credibility, trying to dissuade credibility from all media that disagreed with him and only give credibility to media that does agree with him, like saying CNN is fake news, but Fox News is fine, when Fox News lost the biggest lawsuit in history, and CNN, while not perfect, has not lost the biggest defamation lawsuit in history. So that is textbook authoritarianism. Trump's campaign worked with Russia to hack into DNC emails, get information on Hillary, create bot accounts to spread misinformation, and even more, all of this being proven in the Mueller report, backed up by a Republican Senate panel investigation, and is what Paul Manafort, Trump's campaign finance manager, went to prison for. People try to act like this never happened because Trump wasn't indicted for it. The entire scheme happened, right? They couldn't link Trump to it to the degree where they could indict him as a sitting president. The Mueller report, however, did say that Trump could be charged with obstruction of justice for the entire scheme anyway, and despite that, his administration was still connected with the Russian interference into the 2016 election. That is why Paul Manafort went to jail. That is textbook interference with opposition campaigns. And despite asylum laws being protected both under international and US laws, Trump vehemently worked to villainize immigrants, mass deport them, and remove their rights to asylum. And electoral fraud should be, you know, pretty obvious for anyone who's not in complete denial, pressuring high-ranking officials and listing fraudulent electors, trying to delay the peaceful transfer of power. These are all clear-cut authoritarian actions.
And again, you can either nominate us and put us in the position or give us your votes. I would say nominate or give us your votes, but we want libertarian votes because you stand for what we stand for.
Again, he's being drowned out by mostly boos, and in this clip, you can actually see one of the rubber chickens someone is squeezing that I alluded to. Those were passed out by the Kennedy campaign for people to play to show that Trump is too much of a chicken to debate RFK, which is just hilarious that that's the reception he was getting is, hey, you're a chicken and we hate you, not probably the warm reception that Trump was hoping for. He's probably thinking, you know, libertarians hate taxes and I cut taxes, so I have to be a shoo-in, right?
So I'm asking for the liberation. Well, think of it.
And you know it wouldn't be a Trump speech without a horrendously bad gaffe that he tries to continue on without even realizing he did. He doesn't want the libertarian vote. He wants the think of it, right? This is a horribly bad look throughout and throughout, right? And now the Trump campaign is trying to play it off by saying, well, at least Trump did it, you know, Biden wouldn't go. Well, you know, of course not. Libertarians are first off right-wing in America and want no taxes, while Biden supports the social safety nets like Medicare, Social Security, roads, public educations, you know, the things that taxes fund. That's like saying, why won't Trump speak at the Democratic National Convention? Why didn't he do it in 2020? Why didn't he do it in 2016? Was he scared? It's just that the Trump campaign knows that it was a misstep and was a terrible look for the campaign for him to get booed throughout an entire speech by people who are ostensibly on the right. And he wants to make Biden make one too, but checkmate.